All right, welcome to Sunday Night Music Scene. Tim and Tony and Tim. And you guys.
Give them a name.
What up? Skosh.
Close, but no cigar.
I know, it's Kosh. I'm just messing with you.
Still wrong.
What is it?
He can't get it.
Let's try Skosh.
Skosh. Okay,
Yeah.
so I was right. It's just my damn Yankee accent
Yeah,
probably
that's
messing
what-
it up.
I would have expected nothing more from a McFlanagan.
Well, we thought you were doing it on purpose at first.
No, I'm an idiot. Okay, there's no denying it. Do you not watch our shows?
He admits it. Really? And he's proud of it.
Well, you know, you work with the hand you're dealt.
Well, the first step to recovery is admittance.
Oh, no, I don't want any
That's what they say
recovery.
anyway.
I love to hate me.
And it's in the dictionary.
It is.
Yes. I mean, of course, some folks, the first step to recovery is jail.
Well, the first step to recovery for those folks is probably the back of a cop car, but we're not going to go there.
Well,
tonight.
yeah.
All right, so let's try this
Never been
again.
there, but now
We're sitting here with Bruce and Jason from Skosh.
Who's
you got it
Jason?
right then.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Who's Jason?
Isn't that your name?
No.
What is your name? Come on.
He got 2/3 of it.
Cut him off!
I got to start drinking. This is actually my first. Obviously, I need to chug the
that
bottle.
was
Oh.
good, man. That was awesome.
Ashton.
Ashton, why did I
Ashton.
get Jason? Why? You know, I did that. The guy who used to live next door to me, I thought his name was Kenny when I first moved down here, and forever he's Kenny. And there's a guy named George in town that's not his name.
Mm-hmm.
It's how my mind triggers. But
Well, what
anyway,
it is, see, you got part of the letters in the word Ashton that are in Jason, but I think he took the H and the T and somehow formed a J out of it. Really, he turned the loop in the H upside down, used the cross on the T.
that's horrible, dude. You really shouldn't
Is
talk
that
to
what
me
we're going with?
anymore. I mean, I'm a horrible person.
Moved it around.
I think I've even put this in print in some fashion, and that's like,
Well, the good thing is nobody knows how to say it if it's in print.
oh, yeah. Why? We have an artist named Gwen Ashton, a
Okay.
blues guitarist from Australia. That's the only Ashton. I've never met an Ashton, so you're my first Ashton.
Yeah.
I have met a couple Bruces. Bruces are usually really cool guys.
Well, there's only like 37 of them in Conway.
Ashtons?
No, Bruce's.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
right.
So that's if your name
Except for
Bruce,
the
that's where
main
you're
one,
congregating?
which you've had the pleasure of meeting.
Yeah.
Bruce is like, I want the hell out of here. Man. These guys are idiots.
No, he's right. It's
He's thinking. That's his thinking look?
It's more Bruce's around here than
It's a
he's
problem.
ever
man.
seen anyway.
For sure.
I go everywhere and I find Tony's and I'm like, crap, another one.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, damn, didn't they just eyeball that name somewhere? Let's see it.
So we got a good show planned for you. We have video from Tequila, Mockingbyrd with I Smell Rock and Roll. It's a great in-your-face rock song. And a band called Black Belt Theater with their song called The Police. Don't do it literally because statute of limitations has run out on anything that I did when I was younger and stupid. And then of course, now we're going to actually switch to a segment that we recorded up at these gentlemen's barbershop. They're not only talented musicians, they are talented barbers as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. 114 West Main Street Barbershop here in Murfreesboro. We opened up about 10 months ago. We've been doing very well for ourselves. And we appreciate the plug.
Yes, and it's not a but. But
And
I love it, they got it. So some people are like, what? Like, I don't know what I mean. Half the time I don't remember what I said. All right,
we know
so
that.
we have been talking to you guys, well, mostly when I'm up there getting my hair cut. Isn't it beautiful? They did a great job. Just got it cut the other day. And
For those of you with x-ray vision that can see it through the hat.
that's right. And I'm wearing silver underwear. Just like
We didn't
Claude
even know
Rains.
that.
I'm quoting Rocky Horror. I can't help myself.
Yeah.
So, a band, Skosh, tell me about it. I'm aware of it for what, about a year now? You said we're not ready yet and got to get going.
And that's the truth of the matter, but it's as simple as saying that barbering for us and music has gone hand in hand since day one. I was in barber school through Pitt Community College at Altitude Academy, and the guy who owned the shop, Mr. Rodney Bullock, he hired me to do some repairs to the shop and put in some new cabinetry. Well, it was during a 2-week break. It may have been spring break or something of that nature that this gentleman walked in and was trying to look to enroll. After he got enrolled, we kind of started talking, became friends, and realized we both had a passion for music that was it was almost like a match made in heaven.
Now, I'm sorry, where is this place that you're referring to?
Altitude Academy is a satellite campus for Pitt Community College where they have their barber school.
Okay. I pictured something high in the mountains.
Yeah.
Like a monk place, where people learn to play guitar.
Yeah. That's what the name sounds like, but really it's just CD downtown Greenville.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for
Where
clarifying.
everything else is.
That's right.
All right, cool.
But yeah, we started there and we played a little bit here and there together. And we went on to do other things. Me being from Wilson, and him being from Hosky, it just wasn't the right time for us to put together our superpowers right off gate.
Superpowers, I like it.
But we have finally decided it is time to unleash the righteousness of our music upon the world.
God, I love the way you talk.
God.
You got a purty mouth, boy.
He really does. He's got this just profound vocabulary.
I want to just float. Like
He's very well spoken. Too many times we get people here to go,
He's the ultimate front man. I mean,
All right, so I heard you guys play. I was actually walking past the barber shop on a cold night just after our little town of Murfreesboro night Christmas parade, which they did a great job, by the way. Kudos to the town. And I'm like, what? There's a barber shop trio playing good music. That was awesome.
And they're not dressed in top hats.
No, that was a little
top hats.
disappointing, but you get over it.
But,
I knew a man that did that barbershop quartet thing. Little white hats they wore, the bow ties.
quartet, yep.
Yeah, I knew a man that did that. He had so much bass that I'm talking about the walls were trembling. He was good at
so
it.
much bass the walls trebled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based
No,
on
we traded the top hats for cowboy hats.
That's okay. You can sport a cowboy hat. I look like I'm lost in a cowboy hat. I have a really small noggin, so I have trouble finding hats to fit me unless I'm in the youth department. And let me tell you, there's no selection there.
Well, I mean, Spider-Man on the
There's
side
that
of a
look from
cowboy
Bruce, and
hat.
it's like, man,
I'm
this
just
guy's an
waiting.
idiot,
I'm
man.
just waiting.
Spider-Man on the side of a cowboy hat just wouldn't do you justice.
Yeah.
Should we switch over to Bruce?
You're gonna see him wear a hat that says grandma's little angel or something.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
Listen, my tramp stamp is a Spider-Man web. All right.
We don't want to know that.
Again, it's too much information.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Moving
switch
right
streams.
along.
I forgot these are actually distinguished gentlemen of business from Main Street here in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, so don't corrupt him.
All right, go ahead and talk, Bruce, because I don't want you to punch me in the face so I land over there. on the floor.
No, I'm just happy to be here.
Yes, we really appreciate
That makes
the
one
invitation.
out of the four of us. No, you're happy
Yeah.
too?
Of course.
I love optimistic people. Do you get up in the morning happy?
No.
I get up around noon happy. I get
I
up around
don't either.
noon happy.
Be
That came
honest.
out quick.
I'm not happy like 2:45 in the afternoon.
People ask me, they're like, how in the world do you run a barbershop? And I'm like, I don't know, because I'm not a people person by nature at all. You can ask Ashton.
Is it true?
It's very true, and it has worked out so perfectly because I'm an idiot and he's really good at what he does, and so together we've got it figured out.
That's why I keep Tony around.
We're like
I'm getting better every day, but yeah, it's
Meaning I'm the idiot.
we're like Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. I tell the jokes and sing the songs. He cuts the hair and gets all the girls.
Oh,
man. This
wow, good for you, Bruce.
Man.
Wow, let's
Hey, look,
I mean, at
is
least
the
you got a
ult-
plus of it.
he is the ultimate wingman. He's always been the ultimate wingman. We can tell you some stories back in Greenville, right?
We might have to edit some of those out, but yeah,
I mean, he says
we can definitely
girls,
tell you
hey,
some
look,
stories.
Come on, whip it out. We need something juicy
He's
to get
putting you
the
on a
ratings.
pedestal there. He's like, yeah, this is the guy that gets the girls. And the women are like,
Yeah, he just needs a job.
I take Tim with me everywhere and the women run away.
They do. They do.
Well, in their defense, they can't tell what that little blur behind you is until they get still.
True.
No, they think it's the thing from Total Recall. Like, is that attached to your chest, Tony? But anyway, let's go back to the band Skosh. So, let's do it. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I
Bruce?
Yeah, Skosh. Yeah, it's in the dictionary.
What does it mean then?
Minuscule, right?
A
that- okay.
tiny increment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I thought maybe there was a different meaning in relation to the band choice, but
Well, and really it came down to the fact that when we're trying to name the band, I have a certain number of sayings that I like to use repeatedly. And one of those that I use quite a lot is just a skosh. You know, does this painting look straight? Well, move it to the left just a skosh.
thank you. I was just going to ask you to use it in a sentence, and you did it for me.
Pour me a Skosh of your top whiskey.
Yeah.
Whiskey, that would be a Rockfish whiskey from Weldon Mills Distillery in Weldon, North Carolina.
Very
A
tasty.
sponsor, yes.
Nothing finer in the state of Carolina.
That's
No.
right.
So anyway, so where do you go from here, guys? And now you have 3 members in the band. It's you two and Lee Thompson.
That is correct. So right now we are currently booking for this year. We have September booked up and we have February booked up. We will be at King's Coffee here in Murfreesboro on the 11th of February. That'll be our official coming out
Yo,
party.
dog, why didn't I see an event on that? So I could update it on the page ASAP.
It's coming, like death and taxes.
Yeah. Very depressing. I look forward to death. Taxes, nah, not so much.
I don't know. Jeffrey Epstein had death, but he didn't have taxes.
Oh man.
That's true.
Speaking of which, is his island for sale yet?
I don't know.
Why you thinking
We
of?
should
Wow,
check
you
into it.
really jump ahead.
Ask Bill.
Your first EP
Yeah.
isn't even out yet. You're
He's
like,
probably-
bam, in your
Sure.
face.
He's probably a stakeholder in it.
I'm sure we're all on the same level.
Yeah.
All right, so you sing
I
and
do.
you play. What would you say? Your rhythm?
I would say I am doing my absolute best not to sound terrible. While I leave
I
most
didn't
of
notice
Just be
that.
honest.
I leave most of the guitar virtuoso to my dear friend Bruce here. He is the man. He is the epitome of a 6-string human metronome.
Wow, man, that's
Wow, he's
Big
running with
words.
a
He
six
was
string.
putting
I mean, pretty
metronome
much.
into it.
that's awesome, man.
Huh?
That's awesome.
Wow. He looks like he's blushing, but I don't think that's the case. Might be
It's
the
probably
bourbon.
just that delicious Rockfish whiskey.
It was Weldon Select 94 proof bourbon.
Very tasty.
All right, so now how would you describe your genre of music? A country?
To put it into the most basic terms I can, is if you hear it on the radio, you're probably not going to hear it from us.
I like that.
That being said,
Unless
now-
it's our What's Happening Entertainment Radio.
That
We'll
is
play it
correct.
out friggin' heartbeat.
Precisely. But we like some of those oldies goldies from the 90s and a lot of the stuff coming out of Texas right now. We're big into the outlaw country.
Oldies Goldies is the 90s now?
Well, I had
What does it
mean,
make
it's
my
made old,
age?
but
God.
It's hard to believe it was 30 years ago, doesn't it?
40, Biacho. My heyday, when music influenced me the most was the mid to upper 70s. I enjoyed the 80s. I didn't enjoy it like I should have because, like an idiot, I was in the Army.
I never
And I
left the
skipped
80s.
the 80s. Now I live through it going, God, I wish I was pretty in pink. Can't wear the color. All right, so what's
Like
next for
Slick Black
Skosh? Now you have
Dresses.
originals. Now you bring something unique, at least to the country bands that we play on What's Happening Entertainment Radio. You're a baritone.
Good point.
That's a very excellent point, and I appreciate you bringing that up. Yeah, we
He's a natural baritone too.
How low can you
He
go?
doesn't have to try. He just
I can
comes out.
I can get in the basement. I tell folks when they ask, listen, I can't get in the rafters with some of these guys out here, but I can sing in the basement all day long.
Okay.
I can throw it back to some of the George Jones-esque low stuff he did in some of his earlier stuff. I can imagine if Waylon Jennings and Toby Keith had a baby that was really ugly. That would probably be what I sound like.
and then named it Cody Jinks.
That's right.
I'm really turning you off, dude.
Can't get no better than that, right?
Maybe it's better when he's quiet. I'm messing with you. All right, and Bruce, I mean, I've known you in the music industry floating around doing all sorts of things. I mean, doing sound for bands and
Yeah.
hanging out and helping people in a pinch.
Playing with Eric, yep, Eric Download. He's doing his thing and
Mm-hmm.
getting better every day, man. Every time I hear him sing, it's something new every time. It's awesome.
It is,
It gets better every time I hear him.
Humble brag, but little known fact about my buddy Bruce here is that He is probably one of the most profound songwriters to come out of this area in quite a long time.
Really?
And we're looking forward to y'all hearing the 2 songs that he has helped me and I've helped him put together coming up here shortly.
All right, so let's do this because we're running low on time. Plug. When is it again? Kings?
February 11th, King's Coffee, Murfreesboro.
Now we get a lot of out of area viewers and listeners, especially you folks over there in Australia and Japan, which would be number 2 and 3 as far as our percentage of listeners. Come on down! It's only Murfreesboro, North Carolina. People, you could be here in a jiffy.
Yeah, the planes won't be packed. You'll have plenty of leg room.
Exactly. Yeah. And those of you out there that enjoy getting frisked, just think of it as, a perk.
We'll have a page soon for Skosh, and you'll be able to we'll update the venues we're playing at, and so on and so on. You'll be able to keep in touch with us and see where we're playing next. So.
And those of you that are listening in the area, please feel free to contact me if you would like Skosh to appear at your next event by contacting me at email ashtonbassgl@gmail.com.
And if you're undecided now, if you want to use them for your band, what's happening on the road, we'll be there when they play, and we'll capture some of their originals and the reaction from the crowd, and then you can make up your own mind.
Beautiful.
But I've seen them play, and I know what to expect. It's good stuff. All right, so let's prep the songs. What are these folks going to hear?
Tonight they're going to hear 2 songs. One of them was written by predominantly completely by my boy Bruce here. It is called The Baddest Man Around, and it basically just outlines the story of these guys in every small town in every state across the U.S. They're getting a little older now, not getting around quite as well as they used to, but there was a time back in the day when they were the baddest thing on 2 feet.
Wow, you wrote a song about me. That's so sweet of you.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I know that was coming.
Not to say they have to be in the military, but it's got military references in it. But at one time, yeah, these old and feeble guys you see walking around, you think you might want to take advantage of them. They were at one time, like he said, the baddest man around.
Well, it's like me. I can't punch you anymore.
Well, sure you can.
Yeah, but you just laugh and giggle at me.
No,
Maybe
I
you
have
can start tickling
spoken
me and
up in
stuff.
defense of those old timers. One time I witnessed somebody belittle an old man, and he had a Vietnam vet hat on.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched him belittle him. I pulled that guy aside. I said, "Let me tell you something." I said, "You better respect that guy, because I said at one time he could eat you alive."
Yep.
I said that was a true badass right there.
Toenails and all.
Yep.
And then some of these guys, of course, all of our World War II vets, most of them have passed now, but they were some of the badasses. They would eat nails and laugh at you.
Yeah, we get them come in the shop, and they will shoot you in the face. Right now.
Just if you cut their hair wrong.
Yeah.
They will tell you too. They're not afraid. They don't beat around the bush like some people do. They're gonna be like, yeah, I think today's gonna be the end of you, bud.
Yeah.
And I have actually been to the Vietnam Memorial where I've seen them roll up a feeble old man in a chair. And when it came to changing of the guard, man, even though he really couldn't stand, he got on his feet. But yet you got these trifling people out here who will kneel for the anthem,
Exactly.
or just don't care about the reverence of the ceremony of the changing of the guard. And the guard has to very sternly tell them that you will stand or you will be escorted off the premises.
Exactly.
I mean, these guys, they're badasses. You don't mess with them. These are the guys that defended our country, man. They got my utmost respect.
Yep.
We can never thank them enough.
Yep.
Amen.
Yep.
That's the way I always look at these guys. I've always had the utmost respect for our military men.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, so let's cut the songs. What are we going to hear?
So the second song you'll hear is crazy.
Crazy.
The first verse came to me as I was riding down the road, and literally I just put it in my phone. And that night, as I tossed and turned, I laid there and I grabbed my phone and I wrote the rest of the song. I brought it to Bruce, almost like a kid with something he'd colored in school. And I said, "Bruce, this is what I've got. This is my first ever time trying to really write a song. I want you to look at it and tell me if it's any good." And I fully expected him to give me one of those fake smiles like, "Yeah, this is great. We'll put it on the refrigerator." But he didn't. He was quiet for a while, and then he said, "Bud, you might be on something here." And he helped me find the melody for it and put the chords to it. He Salt Bae the hell out of it. and it became a song that's called Ingrained. And it basically is just a song about the way that I was raised and the way that I'm raising my children now.
Okay. Okay, how old are your kids?
They are 2 and 4.
Dear Lord, you're just starting to ride.
He is just getting started.
I raised my kids by myself, and now I'm raising grandkids. A lot of fun! But anyway, I wish you all the luck. I'm sure
Thank
you're
you,
a good
sir.
parent.
Thank you.
All right, so the next song.
Those are the 2. That's what you get. You get Baddest Man Around and Ingrained.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, too. I forgot about the baddest man around because I had delusions you were talking about me, but obviously not.
We have some more, but
Yes, there is more coming, but tonight this will be what you get.
That's fine. So anyway, without further ado, I can't speak. Here is Skosh performing at your barbershop right here on Main Street in Murfreesboro, North Carolina.
Thanks again to What's Happening Media for coming down and letting us do this for y'all. We really appreciate it. Tim's been so good to us. Again, if you missed the conversation we had, my name's Ashton. This is the best guitar player around, Mr. Bruce Pittman, and keeping it down low over here is my good buddy Lee Thompson. We are Skosh, and we're so glad to be here with you. This song we're going to do is called Ingrained. It means a lot to me because a lot of these lyrics are me, and I hope you enjoy it. next song we're going to do for y'all is so fitting that we're doing it here at the barbershop, because anytime you come in to Main Street Barbershop here at 114 West Main Street, Murfreesboro, you're liable to see one of what used to be the baddest men around, and maybe we'll even play it for you one day when you're in here. It's called Baddest Man Around.
Looking for a nice, relaxing adventure? Come on over to Weldon Mills Distillery in Weldon, North Carolina, where offered on the gorgeous backdrop of the Roanoke River is a fun and enjoyable experience. Come hang out for a tour and tasting of our award-winning bourbons and whiskeys. Sample exquisite gins and vodkas. Stay for some conversation and a cocktail. Open 7 days a week. For hours, new products, events, recipes, and more, follow us on Facebook at Weldon Mills Distillery. All right, so we're back from the barbershop.
That was fun.
That was fun, you know.
It's not your barbershop quartet kind of thing. That was like country music at the barbershop that was really good.
It was good. You know, those three musically they're wonderful together.
They are.
And for those first two original songs, number one, thank you guys for allowing us, Ashton and Bruce for allowing us.
You got it right this time.
I did get it right. It takes me a little bit. I'm horrible with names. But I love when we get in with the artists like this.
Well, yeah, I mean, you get up close and personal. You're not just, getting the interview. You get to know these guys. They're your friends. They're your neighbors. They're people that you do business with. These guys, they're just out there they're living the dream. They're trying to, put their music out there. They enjoy what they do. But when you get to know them, because years ago, I can tell you, going to clubs and you see these bands and I don't know, some of them had their nose stuck in the air and they just didn't want to have anything to do with anybody. Now you got these bands out there that they're not playing covers, they're playing originals, and they're humble. That's a combination you just never used to see.
No, times are changing, but what's weird about it is, our little what's happening in the entertainment world, we haven't slowed down, and, we're, 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 we kind of have developed something that nobody else does. From the hands-on relationships that we have, whether they're 10,000 miles away,
Right.
or they're in our backyard and we're right up there filming their new stuff.
Well, that's what it's all about. I mean, if you get to know these guys, I mean, you're there promoting them. They want to see you succeed as well. I mean, it's a mutual benefit for everybody.
It is. It is. So the Amazing Lounge Lizards got canceled.
Well, I figured everything's going to be canceled this weekend because of.
Yeah, by the way, folks, it's actually the next day. We recorded this. We recorded yesterday's intro and down at the barbershop with the guys from Skosh on Thursday, and today's Friday with what is now coming from a rainstorm to maybe about, well, for here it's a blizzard.
So people will say they've already cleaned out the bread and milk. I
I
guess they're going to make milk sandwiches.
Milky, milky, milky.
So yeah, the weather's coming in. It's kind of canceled everything for the weekend. A lot of people had plans, but hey, look, can't help what the weather does. It's just going to flow through, and it's going to be what it's going to be. We just have to hit it next time.
We do. Now, folks, a little update on what's happening in entertainment floating around there. The last hangout that we did, me, Tony, and Jamie, we had Jamie's other half, Dale,
Birthday.
for a birthday show. He was on the show with us, and we played a lot of good music, including our buddy Hanks Martin. Hanks, I hope he's doing well. Kind of missed the guy. Haven't seen him in years. You know, it almost seems like Woodland Stock was like 40 years ago. Doesn't it seem like it was like a distant
I don't know.
memory?
I mean, time has flown so fast since we had him Woodland Stock in 2019. So here we are. We just started off in 2022, and we're going towards 3 years since that event. But look at where we've come since then. I mean, we were just fledgling at the time, and now here we are. We've still out here rolling. We've got more listeners. Appreciate every one of you.
More shows.
More shows out there. We're getting our steam. We want to be out there. We want to be the radio station that people turn to.
Well, we may be developing a new show because, you know, when we invited Jamie to join us, I don't think either of us expected her to be so completely entertaining.
Well, she's great. She's got the right energy. I mean, everything she does is just amazing. She is just natural at this. She really is.
She is a natural. So, another natural woman that we had on is a natural woman, like she wasn't born that way. My wife, we used to do shows, and she's got great radio chemistry, and I'm thinking about seeing if those two ladies would like to join together for a show.
Really?
Uh,
Something could work.
They could do whatever they want to talk about, cooking, retro, guys, I don't care. Because when we get together on our shows, we kind of got to talk guy talk.
Oh, yeah. And then we talk about wonderful bourbon distilled at Weldon Mills Distillery in Weldon, North Carolina.
That is the All Malt, and it's actually a barrel strength product, usually floating in 112, 113 proof, and it is the only all malted bourbon made in the industry.
And this was the select that Tim and I have finished.
I know. I like to say
Yeah.
the bottle was all the
So-
way full when we first sat down
Well, and
3 minutes ago.
yeah, we wouldn't be standing if we did that, but yeah, it's Weldon Mills Select. An excellent, excellent choice. Bourbon drinkers, bourbon. You'd love it. Anytime you're in North Carolina, stop by, get you some.
Gotta get me some. But thankfully, floating around for some local music flavor, there's a lot going on. The Fairwood Lanes is very active, and so is King's Coffee right
They
here.
are. Our music scene, we thought for a while our music scene might die out because, of course, Weldon Mills was the place to go for live music Friday nights. Okay, well, a change in business structure and other area demographics have prompted that not to be anymore, but Weldon Mills has taken a different course of business. It has still got wonderful bourbons, but the venue will be a place to come and get merchandise, food, and
Tours and tastings.
Though
I'm sure live music for special events, maybe 4th of July, maybe next. I'm sure if
it's not going to be dead all the way around, but your frequent live music is not dead at all. So you've got Fairwood Lanes, of course, that's actually, they went in, they pulled out an entire room out of the venue to build an area for bands. Put in a lighting system.
And it's beautiful.
It is. It works amazingly.
Tim and Elizabeth, good job.
Awesome job.
You know, when people say I'm playing over at the bowling alley, they don't say it in a bad way.
And in the
That's a
summertime,
blast. Summertime.
it's going to be on the patio. That patio feel is there. They've expanded their patio. They're going to have the square footage that was at Weldon Mills Distillery, so it's going to be there. They're going to have it outside during the great weather.
Do you remember Donna Summers on the patio? What a great song. On the patio.
That's a long time ago.
I know, but it's actually on the radio. But you can listen to the radio on the patio. On the radio patio.
Well, a lot of people do listen to the radio on the patio. Or the deck. Everybody's got a deck.
The deck. And by the way, folks, if you want, when you're seeing this, you can flip right over to our online magazine, what'shappeningentertainment.com, click on music scene. The whole page has kind of snowy background theme going on. I put in, it's nothing but our amazing indie artists that have awesome videos, and we also have your up-to-date upcoming shows and concerts on there as well, covering all over the area. I see Roanoke Rapids Theater is starting to book a little here and there. That's good.
Well,
Oh, by the way, this guy not Zach Brown. Zach something coming to the theater with Ann Wilson.
Oh,
Is it Ann Wilson from Heart?
I would hope it would be. I would hope that's the only Ann Wilson that I know of.
I'm sure there's another Ann Wilson out there that sings or plays violin or tuba or whatever. Maybe the kazoo. You remember kazoos? Or are they just popular up on the boardwalk?
Well, every kid had a kazoo.
Oh, even Fred Flintstone. Remember kazoo?
Yeah, a kazoo. I mean, well, that was the alien. Man.
Yes.
But a kazoo, you had to be just completely stupid if you couldn't play a kazoo. I mean, really.
I'm sure.
And then there was an instrument, I tell you what, a lot of people didn't hear of it. It was considered a little musical instrument, but a lot of people didn't know about it. It's called a juice harp.
A juice harp?
Yeah, it was one of these things they used in this twangy country music stuff, and you can make noises with it. It was shaped funny. It was almost shaped in the shape of a lyre. You know what a lyre is, right?
Yeah, a guy that doesn't tell the truth.
No.
Oh, somewhere that villains hide out.
Okay, the only way I can tell you the way this thing was shaped is think of the Punisher skull.
Okay.
It was shaped kind of like that, but the middle of it was this real thin strip of metal with a little end on it you could plug, and you had to put it in between.
Oh, I've seen
your
them.
lips.
I've seen it.
Doing, ding, ding,
At
ding,
first,
ding.
it looks like they're just doing something with
Yeah, but it's kind of doing, doing, doing when you play it.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, you change the tone of it by basically the shape of your mouth.
You know what I came across the other day was Show Me the Way. Was it Show Me the Way? Where he did the voice box, Peter Frampton?
Oh no. Do you feel like we do?
Do you feel like I do? Or
Yeah, feel like I do. Yeah, feel like I do. Not
Watching
like
him do it, it was remastered. The video was remastered. It was from his concert where we recorded the live album. Amazing. That guy was amazing.
The thing is back in the days, man, Frampton Comes Alive, they sent that to you like in the mail, like samples of Tide. I mean,
I remember the record clubs. They were awesome.
Peter Frampton was a staple, man. And I tell you what, Columbia House, I used to belong to Columbia House. They always sent you something, and your genre, they would send it to you. I've still got a massive collection of cassette tapes.
See, I was with Columbia back when there were albums.
Well,
I used to do that too. You get 12 in the mail.
Well, yeah.
They're like, yeah!
For a cent. 1 cent.
Right.
Yeah, and so the cool thing is we got all these cassette tapes, whereas if you went to a music shop or something, you paid, back in the 80s, you were paying probably $5 to $6 a piece for them. Whereas now, I mean, a CD in any music store you can find is going to be better than 20.
Well, they're not as popular as they were. Have you not priced them lately? A lot of the good stuff's in the discount rack.
Well, the thing is CD is old technology. It's all in digital downloads now.
Albums are making a comeback. In fact, I don't go into Walmart a lot.
See, the cool thing, we need vinyl, where's the vinyl? We need to pull.
That's
some-
all records. That's all records. Here, you can just pull any of them.
Pull something
Like
great.
here's an amazing, the best live album of all time.
So
Aerosmith live.
here's the
bootleg.
thing. All right. So you got this amazing album cover, and then of course, where does this one fold out? I just want to pull it apart. There we go. All right. So when you open it, you have this.
I know, right?
For the people that have never seen vinyl album covers, this was just the amazing thing that these things did.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, and who did, dude, who didn't love vinyl, right? I mean, look, isn't that beautiful?
And look at the condition.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
It's mint, baby.
Now you get some kid as a DJ that would scratch that thing all up.
I know.
Yeah.
You gotta walk, 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 walk. I'm like, I can't
But I mean,
rap.
that is just
I can wrap
amazing.
Christmas presents, but that is. I mean, and I've got things that I've got colored vinyl. I've got picture discs. I've got all kinds of things. I used to have 3,000 albums, so I've kind of whittled it down to about 300. I had no choice in the matter, but. You know what? We need to play a song when we come back. Remind me about records and Walmart.
All right, let's play a song.
All right, so I was digging in. I love this song. It gets a lot of play on our What's Happening Entertainment Radio. Tequila Mockingbyrd with a Y, and I Smell Rock and Roll. I absolutely love the song. Well, we got the video. Awesome video. 3 girls just bring it. And they did this song was on and entertaining troops.
Nice.
They went to entertain the troops and they recorded this music video. Now, Tequila Mockingbyrd seems to be on hiatus because when you go to, I was seeing what they were up to, maybe talk a little bit about the band, but the band seems like it's fallen apart and a new band has formed out of it.
Right.
We have nothing
It
on the
happens.
new band. It does. But doesn't change the fact. Great song, great video. Here's Tequila Mockingbyrd with I Smell Rock and Roll.
Southern Bank on Main Street in Murfreesboro is the bank whose interest is in you. We are the home of Southern Hospitality Gold Checking with tons of benefits for you, our customer. Pay your bills or deposit checks quickly and efficiently through our mobile banking app. Our Southern Business Pro offers custom small business solutions for your business without all the headaches. Need a loan or a mortgage? Let the friendly and helpful staff at Southern Bank of Murfreesboro help you navigate the process properly and carefully. No matter what your banking or finance needs may be, Southern Bank on Main Street in Murfreesboro is your only choice.
All right, so we're back. You know the song.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't? It's probably in every playlist snuck in there somewhere just because I want to hear it because I listen to our station all the time.
Good stuff.
Now, however, the next band, who they don't have a lot of songs out, but when they do, they send us not only the music but anything and everything that we need.
Well,
and I appreciate the support. We're talking about Black Belt Theater, but we'll get to them in a little bit. So I'm at Walmart and I'm looking. I go to Walmart for only one reason, because I don't want to go through those doors. I look for buckshot.
good
You can
luck.
buy 100 of them for $25 when they're in stock, and I've gotten them over the time. You just got to be dedicated. You have to walk in there when you can and see if they have it, and then you're living large.
Because usually buckshot is hard to find.
It is. Actually, buckshot's back on the market pretty heavy. There's a make called Feder that seems to be everywhere with buckshot, and they're affordable.
Well, what size buckshot is it?
I'd have to go look. I didn't study it because I was just happy to have buckshot. But so I'm with Robert, and so I'm scurrying all the aisles just to see while I'm in there if I need anything. So I'm over new music, and I see more records than I've seen before. Like there was like 10 of them.
All right.
Now there's almost a half an aisle. And okay, so they put out the Best of Kiss on a double record.
Nice.
It looks like the old school, you fold it out. I didn't look inside because it's, wrapped.
Glad to see vinyl's making a comeback.
But it's yellow vinyl. But it's $39.95.
Yellow vinyl. Are we sure it's actually vinyl?
I don't know, but I'm not paying $39.95 for a
See,
record
I'm
album.
wondering, I've always pondered the question. All right, of course, they put it on vinyl. These records were vinyl. Now, would it be, say, that in the course of how everything evolves, that they can get the same sound quality out of using a different material other than vinyl? I've often wondered the question, is there something else that they've actually pressed these out of other than vinyl?
I can only tell you that it said the words something, I forget what they called the yellow, something yellow vinyl. They used the word vinyl. So, is it a special vinyl that holds in musical sounds or doesn't scratch as easy as the old stuff? I have no idea.
I don't know, because it's amazing to me how a record works anyway. It's because the grooves in the record actually make the needle move back and forth, either quicker or slower, and that's where this needle, just the vibration of it, makes it work.
It's really an amazing invention.
Yeah, and of course the first records were actually tubes they were on tubes. It wasn't a round disc. The round disc didn't come till later.
No, but if you really wanted to get down to it, probably the first form of record was those old paper things that you cranked around. They were made out of paper.
Well, that was what those were, was so that the mechanics on a mechanical piano, or what they call a player piano, would work. This thing.
Oh, I'm talking about phonograph.
Well, see, phonograph, it wasn't paper. The first phonograph was actually, it was a vinyl cylinder. Instead of it being a disc, it was a cylinder.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would know. I always bow to your wisdom when it comes to things like that. So.
I mean, vinyl is an old technology. The phonograph has been around since the 1800s.
Folks, I need a favor from you guys. I even to this day, people are like, I can't find your shows on YouTube. We go with YouTube because it was a waste of time and energy.
Yeah, we're on Rumble.
We're on rumble.com.
Go to Rumble.
Go to
Subscribe.
Rumble.
Give us rumbles.
Please give us rumbles. Get them subscriptions up there. We work hard on our shows for you. And so if you could do us that favor, we'll love you.
Follow the link on Facebook.
Yeah,
It's right there. Follow the link on Facebook.
It's all over our online magazine as well.
Yes.
Now, folks, I realize, a lot of you folks around the world are all going through your own thing. Maybe you're having bad weather. Maybe you're having hot weather. Maybe you're in Australia and you're scared for what's going on from the government. Maybe you're in America and you're scared from what's going on in the government. Who knows? Maybe someone in your family is sick. Whatever you're going through, this is a weekend that we're really going to set the bar. So if you missed everything we did for the snow, go back. It's all there. The virtual page, which is funny video, gags, amazing performances, and a free video game every week that you cannot play anywhere else because we get it from a designer site.
Nice.
These are new games that they're experimenting with, and I go in there and I play them, and I find one that I think everyone will like. I get the embedded code, I put it on the website, and boom, you have a free game. And it's all, I did it all around snow. Like I got the snow backgrounds and I got the snow videos, and it's all on our online magazine. Go there and have some fun. All right, so we're running low on time. You got anything music scene related missing here, Bob?
Not that I know of. It's just, like I said, the weather's kind of messing us up. But, hey, we'll be back strong right after that. There's more events coming up. Always stay tuned to your local venues to check and see what they have.
And get out there.
Support them. Here, we always keep up with what King's Coffee is doing. We always keep up with what Fairwood Lanes is doing.
Are you kidding me? I scope everybody. I'm from Suffolk to Edenton, Elizabeth City, over to Roanoke Rapids, and even Rocky Mount sometimes.
Well, see, he's finding all that. I'm just telling you the ones that I basically hang out at. So, yeah. So, always support your local venue. Make sure that and your artists, if they're artists in your neighborhood, hey, look, get to know them. Show them some support. Tell them, hey, look, good job. Make friends with them. It's always fun to be friends with the band. You never know what might happen in the future. I mean, people remember people like that.
Martin Terry, I'm trying to think why I ran into him. It was up at King's. I forget how the conversation went, but we got on the conversation about him making it or not.
Right.
Making it big. We're talking about Martin Terry from the Martin Terry Band. And what he said to me was, he goes, well, if this is as good as it gets, it's not too bad.
Well, I mean,
he's locally famous. He enjoys what he does.
He does.
Yeah.
He enjoys what he does. Eric Dunlow enjoys what he does. R.T. Johnson enjoys what he does.
Laura can't help herself. It's in her DNA.
Well, yeah. I mean, these people, they do it because they love it. I tell you what, if they were doing it just for a job and to make money, they wouldn't enjoy it.
Oh, by the way, folks, I know a lot of the performers from our singer-songwriter night concert that if you missed it, guys, go on our Rumble channel, or it's probably still on Music Scene down a little further on the page. Our last Music Scene was the singer-songwriter night from King's. So many people have commented to me about how amazing it was, and they pinpointed who they loved. The Tom Petty song that Dion and Jamarcus did, accolades from so many people. I've heard how wonderful Eric Dunlow was and how charismatic, how the vocal range of Martin Terry. And then somebody said to me, Laura is amazing. She owned it.
She did.
So these are quotes from people that have watched the show. So if you have not watched it, watch it. Give us a rumble and take that link and share it on your Facebook page, because these artists deserve to be seen and heard. It's not about us, it's about them.
That's right.
So
support them.
All right, so we're going to try something new. We're going to dig in a little bit to one of the artists that it's the last video of the night. We talked about them earlier, Black Belt Theater.
Yeah.
The last song that they sent to me was a song called Call the Police, and the video was amazing quality, professionally done, you can tell. So I thought we'd give them some love since they give us some love. The band itself is John Kucera, would you say? Kucera? John Kucera?
Let me see. I got to put my glasses on to read this. Yeah, that looks like that. John Cusero.
Yep.
All right, it's lead vocals and guitar.
Mhm.
Then you got a guy named Tim Cook, who is the bass and vocals.
Mhm.
Steve Adams on the drums, and Bert Zweber on guitar.
Though the Z may be silent.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what; these guys already have musician-sounding names. They do.
Hey,
This is musician-sounding names.
you with the names.
I love it. I love it. They sound like musicians. Their names. They say, yeah, those guys are gonna be musicians.
So let's give you a little bit of an introduction. They were formed in 2013. They have a full-length LP released in 2014 called Hibernation Termination. Wait a minute. Then my question is to you, Black Belt Theater. Why do we only have 2 songs by you? We need some more. Send them over. Look at this. They did a full-length in 2017 called Super Bitch.
Hey, look. I've known plenty of those.
They're from Wisconsin, at least I'm assuming, because they have won the 2018 and 2020 Wisconsin Area Music Industry Award for Best Hard Rock, Song of the Year, Album of the Year, and Best Hard Rock Artist.
Nice.
They have performed as direct support for Seven Dust, Vince Neil, Dokken, Tantric, otherwise Wayland, Candlebox, Crash Karma, and more.
This is pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive.
It's a good resume, folks. So let's see. They founded, it said, no basement band. The pedigree is strong, with all the members having come from prior groups with national attention. In the mid-90s, John's band Alligator Gun. Well, that's a cool name.
Alligator
Gun coming to the stage. Yes, I like that name. Alligator.
Sounds like you know, what they'd call a guy out of Louisiana. Oh no, they just call him Gator Gun.
A Louisiana porn star named Gator Gun.
Pretty much.
I'm Gator Gun.
All right, let's not make them mad because they're going to be watching this. It's going to be like, what did you say?
We don't want them to call the police. Oh, no pun intended. All right, guys, keep up the good music. Send us some more of your stuff. Videos we debut on the show. Your songs we debut on one of our random music nights or hangout, and we put you in rotation and we give you a lot of love.
That's right.
So here we go. Without further ado, and we're out. Black Belt Theater with Call the Police.